Welcome to the final horror game of 2020. This game happens to be the sequel of a game I've done last year at the very end of the last October.
Chaos. Break.
This is a PS1 game that is essentially a Resident Evil clone, but it's a Resident Evil clone in the fact of its voice acting and essentially its tone, as well as what you have to do here, because there are two characters to play as, and they have their own separate pathing and story and such, so it's going in that progression. Not only that, but you can see that there is no camera control. There's a view change button, and we're going to be using that a lot. This game has also got some Metal Gear Solid-esque sort of control as well, so, you know, there's going to be that fun going on too, and it's not good either. So you have Matuki, and we have the male, Rick. I'm going to be playing as Rick right now, but next part we'll be playing as Matuki. We're doing both of these characters like we did in Resident Evil 1, and yeah, we'll go for the entire game as both characters. So get ready for like 3 parts of each of these characters, because the game is not that long, luckily. Anyway, cutscene time.
I'll go over the parameters of the operation. The facility which you will be infiltrating is Furuksas, Biomaterial Industries Research Laboratory number 7. It's a civilian research facility. We suspect that research taking place there is related to parasitic tissue, which was smuggled out of the National Health Research Laboratory. Infrared sensor data from surveillance satellites indicates a high probability that the facility has been contaminated by the parasitic tissue. Your mission will be to determine the condition of the research facility and retrieve the research data stored there. If a contamination accident has occurred, eliminate the cause at once. We've lost contact with the DEF agent who infiltrated the facility 2 days ago. Be on your guard at all times. That is all. We will shortly be entering the airspace over the laboratory.
Roger. Visibility is lousy. Which way should we go, Rick?
The control center should be northeast of here.
There's no telling what we may run into. Be careful as you go.
Roger.
Hey, do you hear something? What's this? Oh no! Retreat!
I'm still down in the sewer.
Rick, you okay?
Larry?
Yeah, I guess I'm alive. Where's Jake? Is he with you?
No.
Oh, I can't establish contact with him. I hope he's okay.
Where are you?
I went in this door which had its security system deactivated, but there's
What?
It seems to be a research facility. But why would there be an installation like this down in the sewers?
Larry, be careful.
Yeah, I know, but... Huh?
What is it?
There's a busted case. What the...
Larry, I'm coming. Tell me where you are. Larry!
Oh no, Larry! We gotta go save him! We can't let Larry down! So yeah, here's the gameplay. As you can see, we're running through the water, and as soon as I get over here, a cutscene happens.
Is this the place that Larry was talking about?
Well, the game's directed me to it, so I guess so. Alright, so, yeah, you press circle to go in through doors. We're doing that a lot. We can melee with the X button, we can shoot the square button, we can use a special attack with the triangle button, which I am barely going to use. As you can see, these are our first enemy, and they can easily be taken down in 2 hits for our melee attack, so don't shoot at them. Don't bother wasting ammo on them. Now, as we go in here, we can see that the camera is definitely going to be a problem, because the camera likes to essentially face my face instead of facing where my directing, my fucking facing right now. So, I gotta press the L1 button a fuck ton for that. And inside this door is where we're gonna find Larry.
Larry.
Poor man's dead. Got his key though. Now we get to leave and essentially head over to a room where I'm going to find some items that we're definitely going to need. This game is extremely, extremely nice about the items, by the way. We're going to have a lot of ammo, a lot of ways to heal ourselves, and a lot of special weaponry as well. For instance, over here is energy packs, that's our ammo. Over here is a life pack, that's our med kit. And what I just grabbed there, like a couple of the energy pack, is a search. The search is a seeking missile. That's another special weapon we can use. Anyway, over in this door here happens to be our first escorter.
Hey, wait a second.
Do you work here?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Don't mix me up with that monster.
Monster? You mean that snake thing?
Snake? No. The NGPs escaped. Look, never mind that. Just help me. Are you with Furuxas?
No, I'm not.
I see. Well, anyway, you're here to save us, right?
Well, yeah.
Well then, hurry up and save me.
All right already. Calm down. You were saying something about a life form. What the hell happened here?
Well...
Is that you, Rick?
Jake! Are you all right? Where are you?
I'm in the control center. Is Larry there?
No, he's been killed.
Oh. I've got something to show you.
Got it. I'm heading back to the control center. Can you walk?
Yeah. I'm fine.
The voice acting is fucking amazing. Also, here are the computers. We have to use these if you want to save, but also see some, like, mail and such. It's trash as well, but you don't get anything from the trash. There's no point in having that there in the game, but whatever. I'm not going to read these, but I will show them in the screen for a good bit so you can read them yourself if you pause the video. For the most part, they just, you know, tell us about some science shit, about the data and all, because a lot of experiments have been going on, and you can see the experiments have not been doing so well now. So this is our escort. This guy's called Sean, and we'll know his name is Sean because when I go to the store here, it will say Sean has not yet come. Great sentence there. So here's the thing. This character here is our first element of fuck you. What do I mean by that? Well, if this man dies before you even reach the area he's supposed to be in, fuck you. If you press any further after that point, you will never beat the game. There's numerous moments in this game where if you don't do the game the way the game wants to do it, you will not be able to beat the game. Yeah, and there's a lot of fucking flyers here now, because of course there is. They want to make this as hard as possible. These guys are annoying, take a lot of shots, so you'll be wasting a lot of your ammo on them. But for the most part, they're not extremely horrible. You can still manage. The biggest issue is that our science friend here can easily die in about like 1 or 2 hits, so you really don't want to leave him alone. You want to make sure he's protected and, you know, kept alive. This is gonna be the be-all end-all essentially on your first go, because if he dies, you gotta restart. And luckily it's not too far behind, but the game is never going to tell you that he has to live. So unfortunately, because of that, you will progress regardless. And if you do that, you'll get to the near end of the game, and you'll game over essentially, get the bad ending. Now here's this spider fucker. These guys will jump at you and be very annoying. They take a lot of hits as well. Just keep shooting at them, and be lucky as you'll get hit. And yeah, as you can see, the game is throwing a lot at me to kill Sean. The game is not gonna give us this many enemies this often in the game. Like, I'm not joking. And yes, I said the word game a lot, but I gotta preface this. The game is gonna be an asshole, and with Sean here, it's being a huge asshole. Otherwise, throughout the game, we're only gonna be seeing like about 4 or 5 enemies usually. We're not gonna see the amount of enemies that the game is throwing at us this much when it comes to right now. It's just, it really wants to kill Sean, and you don't want him to die. There's some fucking rats here. They're annoying. Take them down, take a few shots, about 5 shots maybe, 5 or 6. And this robot here takes 8 shots. He will shoot lasers at you, and it can explode. The explosion is nothing to you or Sean, but the lasers will fucking nuke your ass. So, you know, try to not let Sean go into any lasers. And yeah, around here has been another search, as well as a data disk. There are 50 of these. You have to go grab all 50 if you want to complete the game, I believe. There's also a repair kit. Useless for Rick here, but it will become mandatory for Matuki when we get to her story. Just note that for Rick here, the repair kit here is just worthless. You can grab it if you want, but there's no point grabbing it. It's also an 100% completion rate in regards to the enemies. You want to go ahead and search for every enemy and kill them all in order to get 100% enemies. So yeah, it's that as well. Here's data. This is our first puzzle. We have to put the numbers in the correct spot in order to put that to 0. Otherwise, it's going to stay on wrong. This is how you get into normal. Keep it on normal, and that's how you solve the first puzzle. And hey, some more emails. We're just gonna look for them. The man department, by the way. That's a great department right there. The man department. I'm pretty sure it means manufacturing department, but my god, the wording. And yeah, about rats, about power, you know, about some suppression shit. We're not gonna know about any of these names, really don't care about them. What we will care about the fact is, this is placed in 2014. because every email is placed in that year. So, this is 2014. We have laser guns in 2014. No enemies right now, luckily, but there will be enemies when we get escorted Sean all the way to his location, which is inside this room here, right in the middle of it, with this cutscene.
Rick! Who's this?
This is Sean. He's part of the staff here.
Well, you're okay, and that's what matters.
Now, what was this thing you wanted to show me?
Oh yeah, it's this.
Why?
That's... Yep. The same thing as the life form that was found when the accident happened at the National Health Research Laboratory 2 years ago.
Where is it?
The place where you were just now. What? It was in the old video records.
Hold it. The tube was already broken when Larry was there. Where the hell could it have gone?
It must be somewhere in this facility. Sean, do you know anything about this?
Jake, can we communicate with outside from here?
Yeah, that's what I figured when I came here. But it looks like the antenna's out of whack. Hey, Rick, I'm going to have a look at the communications wing. You check out the research section.
Got it. Be careful.
You too.
And that's it for the escorting. As you can see, Sean is here, and he's carrying like a little bitch. And, yeah, it's our first key goal done in order to keep on going with the game. If he dies, the cutscene will be a bit different in that his scenes are just cut out. The rest of the cutscene's intact, including the voice lines themselves, which makes it sound really awkward. But, yeah, for the most part, Sean's fine now. And yeah, these robots will not appear until I escort Sean on the way in. If Sean is dead, these robots will actually be here. And I know this because I did get through with the recording on my first go of this, and this is my second playthrough because on my first playthrough, I didn't know about the Sean thing until I looked up a guide and found out that, yeah, it's gonna be the case. Anyway, here's the map. You might find that there are some, coloring going on. Here's a repair kit, it's useless. Here's the weapons. There's a launcher, which is an explosive, and there's our search, which happens to essentially be a missile that searches for our enemy. We have a lot of search, we have a lot of energy, well not so much, but we'll get a lot soon when we get in this room. And we'll soon have a lot of medkits. And yeah, we're gonna see a lot of these guys now, which very easy to take care of with our melee. And yeah, we had like 200 ammo beforehand. We now have more. As you can see, the game just hand delivers you a fuck ton of ammo here. Like 100, almost 100 each. So, yeah, as you can see, the game is going to be handing out ammo like candy. And also handing out this shit like candy to the data disc. 50 of them, by the way, we have to grab all of them. So, search everywhere. Inside of here, I have to do some more emails as well as a lock. That is a level lock. We have to find the key code in order to actually unlock it. Some of these emails, by the way, will just be repetitive, so note that. There's the passcode thing. As you can see, it's level 2 security, so we have to go and find that. Also, the AP, been by a rat, and there's also a sorry message about taking a fucking holiday and shit. God, I'm so fucking sorry. So yeah, the game tells you about the passcode thing. We don't have it yet, though. We have to find it. We have to search all around this area to find it. So, yeah, we're stuck here until we find the passcode to unlock level 2. And it's level 2. So, we're gonna be here for a while. Inside this door is essentially just another data disc and another healing item. We have the med kit, essentially. But there is regular healing items that give you a small increase to your health back. Also, that grab is a bit annoying, but whatever. That item happens to be energy drinks. Or just drinks, really, like sodas. You drink that, you get about 25% of your health back. Medkits, I believe, give you back like half or almost all of your health back. So, yeah. And I've been noticing that the attacks so far have been doing fuck all damage. I've kept difficulty at normal. Because I don't know what I'm expecting. Really, I am playing this blind for the most part. But I am using the guide so I know where I'm going. Just knowing that, because it's going to get kind of confusing. And the game... Sorry, I think the audio is getting all glitched up. But yeah. Also, here's the thing. 9:15. There's a timer in this game. You can see it right there. This will not unlock the room unless it's at between 9 and 15. So we have to wait until that time to access that room. And that leads outside. I'm going to be jump cutting because there's a lot of backtracking and shit. I don't want to waste your fucking time. Here's a door. There's a staircase I didn't go up to yet, but now I can go up to right now to go over to a hallway that leads to essentially 2 doors, as well as more robots to fight. There's also a door called level 2 door, which is where we want to go, but again, we can't access it because level 2 lock exists, so we have to go ahead and find that to unlock that door. We're going to be finding a lot of key codes and a lot of fucking key cards in order to unlock more levels, so a lot of areas being unlocked right now. Benazelatin T is going to be an important key item, by the way. It won't be useful right now, but will be useful at the very end of this part, so we're not going to worry about it for a long time. And yeah, just looking all around. So, yeah, this game, for the most part, I'm using the guide in order to not get fucked, because this game has a lot of bullshit to it. And I don't trust the game. I really fucking don't. So, I'm going to be using the guide so I know what I'm going to be expecting up ahead. And from what I can expect, there's going to be some bullshit puzzles, some bullshit timing, and of course with Sean, some bullshit where if I just let the person die or not do what the game wants me to do, I'm not going to be able to beat the game. Because that exists, I am using the guide 100% so I can actually beat the fucking game. I am not gonna fuck around. Anyway, over here's there it is. Inside this body over here is a note paper. They could just call it a notepad or whatever, but no paper. Just paper. Or a note. Anyway, here's some more mail. So yeah, we now have the note paper, and that has the passcode that we need. Also, you know, left a drink around, all of that. We're grabbing all the drinks. So, yeah. We're gonna have to examine the note paper in order to get our passcode, which I will assume when we jump cut over back to the computer. There's one more room to explore, however, and it's just to fight some more enemies and get another data disk, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to that right now. But, for the most part, I'm sorry if you want me to play this blindly, but I'm not taking the risk. I'm just not. The risk is too bullshit to, you know, fully justify doing this blindly. I would love to show you the differences with the cutscenes and shit if I let the, you know, bad shit happen, but it's just not worth it. It's really not. The video's be long enough as is. Yeah, that door is not interactable. So, jumping back to that computer over there, we can use the lock. So go to my inventory, examine the item by pressing, trying to get out the map, and then go into the note paper here. It's a dirty note paper. Examine the note paper after I get my health back, and you'll find that it says Swarm. Input Swarm in the password here, in the key, and you will essentially unlock level 2.
Please enter security code.
Yep, I'm doing that right now. It's Swarm. There you go. And it takes a while for it to actually unlock the thing, but once you have it, you're basically done. Look at how fast it goes. Lovely. What speed?
Security has been unlocked.
Alright, jump cut to me going to level 2 door, which is upstairs, what we saw before again. And, yeah, it's unlocked now, so we can go inside. So we've seen some enemies, we've seen, like, some face-hugger motherfuckers, and we saw some robots, as well as some mice and some flying bastards, which we won't see the mice and flying bastards for quite a while, in fact. If ever. No data disk. We're also gonna see some worms coming up right here. These worms gonna be also very, very fucking, you know, not appearing much. Anyway, shoot all these robots and you're good to go. Just waste your whole clip if you need to. As you see, the camera is 100% fantastic. I have to keep spamming the L1 button in order to center the camera back around. Otherwise, I'm just internally facing my character's face the entire time, being blindsided by what's in front of me. Because that's fun. Hey, look, level 3. We'll have to come back here eventually when we get level 3. Anyway, over here's a cutscene. When there's no dialogue, I won't increase the volume for the cutscene. I'll just, like, talk over it, essentially. Energy pack. But, yeah, for the most part, when there is dialogue, I will stop talking and let the dialogue speak for itself, because it is the stuff of fucking legend. Oh no, it's spooky. Except it isn't, because it's the same enemies we fought already. Yep, these fuckers again. But oh no, it's like 5 of them. How will we ever deal with melee? Done. No fret. Anyways, an elevator, and we're going to the B2F floor. There's also a B5F. We're not going to that for a while. So yeah, we're going for a lot of elevators and such. Oh my god. There's a lot to talk about this game on the first part, but just to, you know, tell you right now, there's gonna be a lot of puzzles. Well, not many puzzles, but a lot of fighting. Including zombies. Well, mutant zombies, really. He's coming right for us! So here's the way you fight them. You can either shoot them a whole bunch, or shoot them about 4 or 5 times when they'll stagger back, and then melee the shit out of them. If you just melee them, you can. It's not that easy to not get hit when you're doing this, but it's possible. And yeah. As you can see, the damage they're dealing is, like, very minuscule. You have a lot of fucking health. You can sacrifice some if you need to. But, yeah. Look around these lockers. There's a lot of lockers and a lot of dead bodies. You have to press the circle button constantly around these lockers and dead bodies to find stuff, so... yeah, it's one of those games. They all look the same, but some of them have items, some of them aren't interactable, and some of them just have nothing. So, that's fun. Hey, some more of these fuckers. And look, a cafeteria. The cafeteria is locked because it needs a dining room key. The fucking place you eat is locked behind a key. Why? It's the cafeteria. What are you hiding in the cafeteria? Anyway, let's go inside this way, in which we're going to, I believe, the level 2 floor. So, you know, kill these fuckers. Yeah, there it is. It says so right there. Let's go inside, shall we? And yes, you can be seeing a lot of times where the game is just going to load like this. Luckily, the loading times are not that long. Music is fine for the most part. It fits. And, yeah, as you can see, shoot about 4 or 5 times. Like, about 4, really. 2 melees, and they're dead. And that's how you fight the zombies. Really easy shit. And so far, no need for any of our special weapons. If you've seen, oh, by the way, inside of here, in one of the dead bodies, is an upgrade for our gun. You see, our gun can only take about 10 ammo each clip, so if I take this S20 cartridge here, I can now take 20 in a clip. So yeah, if you've seen last month, in the last year of this month, when I did Chaos Heat, which is the original arcade game, and this is a sequel of, you will find that there were 3 characters. Rick was one of them, and his weapon was like a machine gun thing that dealt a lot of fucking damage and spread fire. And Matuki was the one of the pistols, essentially, and she was pretty good. There's also another one that was like a spread fire thing, a shotgun, I believe, or a flamethrower, whatever. He was meh. But, yeah, as you can fucking see, only 2 of the 3 characters survived. The 3rd character, who I forgot the name of, did not go forward from, which is sad. Yeah, a whole bunch of security and such right there. Security has essentially lots of room behind lasers, so we have to, you know, take down the lasers first. The way to do that is go inside this room here to a computer where a lock exists. But first, zombies. Or mutants, depending on how you want to talk about this. I will call them zombies because they basically act like fucking zombies. Because there are no actual zombies in this game. But they do act like it, so they are essentially the zombies of this game. Besides, the mutations get much worse later on, so I'm not calling them mutants just yet. And hey, the computer. Over here is a lock, as you can see. We'll be going ahead and unlocking that later. Right now, as you can see, there's a notice by the man department and a passcode thing telling us a hint about puzzles. Yeah, the puzzles. In a walkthrough I've been looking at, there was a comment that said that they could not beat the game because of this puzzle. And I will say, if you don't know how this puzzle works, you're gonna be very confused. But when you do know how it works, it's an easy puzzle, luckily. However, it is one of the randomly generated puzzles, which means the solution is always different, which means I can't show you what the solution to it is, nor can I really show you what the password is and tell you this is how it is. It's going to be different for you every time, including the passcode you use to unlock the lock. So yeah, security was Mayor's here. See, head of security. We already did. Because we looked at all the computers here, we know he's head security. There's a door here, might as well examine it. We can find some more stuff here. Not inside these are not lockers. We can't examine them really. But inside of here, actually they are lockers. They look like filing cabinets, but you can't examine them in order to get stuff. See? You gotta know what you can examine, what you can't. That guy has a key. Now, it's just called electromagnetic key. It doesn't mean any kind of key, it just means a key. That key's for the cafeteria. How would you know it's for the cafeteria? Well, once you examine all of this place, you will find that there are no locked doors except for the cafeteria. Oh, there's a door that we can't access, which is inside of here, but the reason we can't access this one is because it's, like, stuck from the other side. See? So we can't unlock this one. So, back to the cafeteria we go, which is about a minute away. And I'm going to go ahead and unlock this now, and we're going to go inside, and first, we'll go over to a vending machine, we can get another piece of soda. And then, as we go forward into the cafeteria, we can find the place in a complete fucking wreck.
My God.
Yep. It's hard to see right now, but there is a med kit over here. If you don't get this right now, you're going to lose it forever. So, yeah, take it. And go forward to that giant hole there for another cutscene.
What's this hole?
Oh no, it's the worm! Oh hey, this is Mayor's notebook. That one's been Mayor right there. Okay, so you think this is a boss fight, right? No, it's not. You can't kill this fucker yet. What you have to do is be in the cafeteria where the fucking chefs make their food and shit, and fight all these tiny little shit that fall down from the rooftop, while you wait for the giant worm to fuck off eventually. It's an energy, it's like a nice little drink here you can take for health. But other than that, you just kill these guys and you wait for the worm to fuck off eventually because you can't kill him. Do not bother shooting at him. It won't do anything. And your shots will mostly miss because they just aim above for no reason. And he's gone. Now we can leave. If this was your first time playing it, you would probably try shooting at him and you wouldn't even realize that the fucking worm eventually just fucks off. So, yeah. There's a lot of moments where you don't know what the fuck is going on. Alright, just come over to me going to that fucking lock so I can unlock it by using the notepad here. Except if you use the notebook, there's a puzzle in here. See? And, The puzzle is Sudoku. The Sudoku solution here is always different. The numbers here will always be different on what they are. And what you get from solving this will also be different. So, you have to solve this. And yeah, just give us the rules immediately. We can examine it over and over again if we wanted to. But, yeah, I know how to solve Sudoku puzzles. So, the way it works is what I just told you right there. Each number has to be different from each other horizontally, vertically, and in the same box. So from 1 to 6, with the lines here, they have to be all different numbers from 1 to 6. That is how you solve this. And it's incredibly easy when you drill down from the easiest lines to the hardest. Because eventually you'll then find that the boxes only have one number left to fill. Once you fill that, you have a filled box, as you can tell. That makes life easier with the next lines and such. You keep going like this until eventually everything is filled out. So, yeah, that is how the Sudoku works. And you just keep going like this over and over again until you fill out all the numbers correctly where no number intersects with any of the others. And from there, you have essentially solved the puzzle, and you get your passcode, which just bamps out from the bottom right there under the puzzle. I can't help you solve this. This solution you're seeing right now will not be the same for you as it is for me. This is my second playthrough, and I know it's very different from what I had in my first playthrough. So, yeah, you're gonna have to just solve this yourself and get the passcode yourself, which will be different for you as well. For me on this playthrough, my passcode for solving this is 43146. It'll be different for you, but that is my one. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in right now. Yep, go to lock and put in 43146. Wait for it to connect. And then we can go into the room that is full of lasers that we couldn't go into before. I could have tried to show you the lasers, but I think you get the gist that it was going to be impossible to go into. See? So now we can go to that door that we didn't go into before, but now we can. Where the notice was, right on my right. And there you go, no lasers. Now we can go inside and explore the place with Area B. You can notice that I'm not doing a whole lot of shooting so far, and we have a lot of fucking ammo. Yeah. You're gonna end up with a lot of ammo regardless, because the game just hand feeds you so much. I think on hard you might get less items, the keyword being might, and you definitely would take more damage than this. Enemies, however, I think stay the same, because I'm looking at the walkthrough, and the walkthrough is playing this on easy, and all items, all enemies, are exactly the same for me on normal. So I think on hard, it's going to be the exact same too, but I'm not going to really test it out. I might, after I'm done with this fucking Let's Play, but just to let you know, it's probably going to be a bit different, just a little bit on enemies and on items. It's still going to be extremely forgiving for you, though. Anyway, I got an AP drug, and that is for a puzzle, which the puzzle is actually behind me. Also, a constant temp room key. I have to find that now. It's going to be another magnetic key. There's a few locks around here. One of them happens to be a floor lock, a level lock. Level 5 over there. So, yeah. Inside of here, there was a inspect door. This is actually Lab D, but up there it just says inspect. And there's a medkit here, as well as a puzzle. But we can't do the puzzle yet until the game lets me. So, as far as you can tell, we can just examine this, and that's about it. So, what is the puzzle? It is a drug mixer. A medicines mixture, if you will. Activates when the drugs we gather from the AP are set up. We got one AP drug, so that's one of them. I believe there's another one we have to find. But, yeah. There you go. I'm now going to go over to the other side of the hallway in order for me to go to the next part of the area. By going to Area B2. Area B1 is where we came from. And guess what? Area B2 is an elevator. It's a cutscene of dialogue, but There are moments when there's no voice acting, so all you get is beeps. See? Rick, are you alive? Is that you, Jake? Of course I'm alive. Of course. We've been killing a whole bunch of fuckers in Melee. Something happened? What could have happened? I've been checking the database. I found the department. Uh-huh. AP crops up again and again in the recent data. AP, is it an abbreviation for something? Yes. 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 It seems to be an abbreviation for anti-parasite enzyme. It appears to drastically slow down the parasitic gene. Really? We could make use of that. Yep, we definitely could. We got one of the drugs. You bet. You bet. It looks like the research is advanced. Can you find out more? Yeah. Okay, leave it to me. And there you go. Anyway, we're now going down from B2F to B3F. We're nearing the end, by the way, of this part. As you can see, each part is going to be close to an hour long. The game is not that long, about 2.5 hours at best, if you really know what you're doing. And, I know what I'm doing, so yeah. And here's the mutants. You can see why I consider these guys mutants and the other guys zombies. These guys take a lot of shots. About 14 shots. Just waste your entire clip almost if you need to, and you'll kill them. However, they need to make noise if they're about to die. If they fall down and don't make noise, that means they're still alive and be crawling around. And if you leave the room, they'll be back up full health again. So, make sure they're fucking dead. Some of these names, by the way, some of these guys, they just have business cards like Hearst. You have to examine them because their names are for a puzzle. You have to remember the names. It's not gonna be fun. And hey, a level 3 door. We have to find a level 3 key card or whatever. Maybe a way to unlock level 3. And yeah, again, not much damage is dealt to me. Like, just a little bit goes away every time. They're very easy. Oh no, my health is at half. What do I do? I'll use one drink. Done. So there's a door there. I could go there, but I'm not going there. This part is security here has not been released. I must release level 3 security. Locked door to my right. Level 4, I believe. Level 3. And over here. Oh no! Some enemies. But they're locked here and I can't kill them. But there's a drink here at least. That's good. I used one. Anyway, I wasn't kidding when I said you can't kill them. You can hit them. But you can't kill them. Anyway. Let's leave because all I needed was the drink. Yeah, level 3. So go to this door behind me and go inside. Inside of here will be a few more of those mutants. Do the same thing I was doing beforehand. Just shoot the fuck out of them. You have so much ammo now. You can basically waste much you want. And, yeah. If they go down and they don't die and they crawl, you can use your melee on them. This guy is Kruger. Cool name, dude. And yeah, some locked doors around. We want to go inside this middle door right now because there's a cutscene here, as well as another person that we'll eventually have to escort. So that'll be fun, huh?
Who's there? Who are you?
The heart drug. The drug is in the center's infirmary. Please, please bring it to me.
Remember that Benazellin tea that we grabbed beforehand? Well, that's the heart medicine. Let's go ahead and give that to her, shall we? By going to inventory, going to the Benazellin tea, a heart disease drug, and then using it on her.
Thank you. You saved my life.
Are you hurt?
These wounds aren't serious. My arm hurts a little, though.
Take it easy. Are you one of the researchers here?
Yes, I'm Rachel Waring. My official title is Assistant Chief Researcher.
So you know about AP?
Yes, it wasn't part of my work, but I have a certain idea what it was about. But to synthesize the AP, we need a component from the core life form.
Life form? That thing slithering around over there?
No, the one stored below, bred in a sterile environment. Only the chief researcher has authorization to go below this level, though. I don't know how to deactivate it.
I see.
I have a card that's good up to level 3, though. Here. This should enable you to get a lot more places than you could before.
Thanks. You've been a big help. Now I've got to figure out how to get further down.
And just like that, I now have level 3 unlocked. And that is it for this part. I know I talked a very fast lot, but I had to really let you know what was going on in this shit as best as I could with the fucking time I got. And yeah, all of that I just said, and it's been nearly 50 minutes. And there's so much more of this game to talk about. Oh boy. So yeah, next time we're not going to be playing as Rick, but you'll be seeing Matuki's playthrough, her first time in the story. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for Matuki, and afterwards, we'll play as more of Rick.